John 18:15. Ekoluthē de to Iesu Simon Petros, kai allos mathetes, hode mathetes ekenos ein gnostos to archiere, kai sunes elthen to Iesu estain aulein to archiereos. Here we continue reading about what happened after Jesus was arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane. We read, "Now Simon Peter and another disciple were following Jesus. And that disciple, Ekenos, Mathetes, that disciple was known." So the other disciple was known to the chief priests, and he went in with Jesus into the courtyard of the chief priest. All right, several things we could look at here. Let's begin with ekoluthē. Hopefully you recognize that as coming from akalutheo, to follow. That's one of those verbs that takes a dative object or dative complement. That's why Jesus there is in the dative. And this ending here, remember this is a contract verb, so we have the regular ending here, epsilon for the imperfect, right? You see that lengthened initial vowel, so that is lengthened to an eta, and then we have the third person singular ending, so epsilon plus epsilon equals a. So this is an imperfect, active, indicative, third person singular. Third singular. So we might think, well, the subject is Simon. Simon Peter was following Jesus, but then this subject is expanded here, and another disciple. And this sort of construction is common, actually, to have a singular verb and then a compound subject following, and it's been called by A.T. Robertson a Pindaric construction, because the poet Pindar used this quite a bit. But whether you call it that or not, it's not uncommon to have a compound subject and a singular verb, and usually you'll have an initial singular subject that's sort of expanded, is one way to think about it. An interesting question here is, who is this other disciple, this allos mathetes? And if you want a nice discussion of it, you can look at the Net Bible notes. They're free online. The Net Bible has extensive translation notes, and it has a nice little note about the discussion of this. I think it's most likely referring to John the Apostle, the author of the Gospel, and that's where the Net Bible notes land at the end.